How many of you are the type of people that when you see the abuse of animals on the commercial on TV, you turn it off really fast? Me too. But for this project, I decided to do some more research, and it turns out there's actually a lot more abusive acts that are going on to these innocent animals. Sadly though, we are contributing to these acts in discreet ways, such as horse-drawn carriages in New York City, buying just any sort of eggs at the grocery store, buying an adorable puppy from those puppy stores at the malls, or enjoying an entertaining night at the circus. Animal cruelty is taking place every day, and there is little to no knowledge from the outside world of what's going on. I would like to give you some facts on how these animals are being treated and persuade you to help change your habits so that these animals can stop mistreating these innocent animals. I'll begin by informing you on how horses that contribute to the transportation of hauling humans around a city are treated despite their fancy look. Horses can get hit by distracted, careless drivers regularly and be injured. People believe that when horses grow old and they can't do the hauling anymore, they go out to some green pasture and are released, but they're usually put down because they're useless anymore. They're useless. And then a quote that I got from VID00005, it said, "There's no way that cities with their exhaust fumes, hard road surfaces, and busy traffic patterns can provide a humane environment. But there are ways to prevent this. Do not give your money to these cities. Instead, take a taxi or a cab. You don't need to take a horse. Or you can contact local legislators to sponsor a ban against horse-drawn carriages. Biloxi, Mississippi, Camden, New Jersey, Palm Beach, Pompano Beach, Key West, and Treasure Island, Florida, all have already banned horse-drawn carriages." Next, I'll explain to you how there's more to aimlessly picking out your eggs and chicken meat. 9 million chickens are raised and killed for meat each year. Chickens are raised in huge ammonia-filled windowless sheds with artificial lighting that makes the birds eat more. Not only sad for them, but unhealthy for you as well. Today, chicks take 6 to 7 weeks to reach processing weight, which is 1/5 faster the rate than it was in the 1950s. 285 million hens are raised for eggs in the United States, and they spend their lives in battered cages stacked tier upon tier in huge warehouses, and millions of day-old male chicks are killed because they're useless. Chickens can usually live up to a decade when they're free roaming, but in these conditions, they're lucky if they live to 2 years. And I got that information from VID00005 as well. But there are ways to stop this too. You can support legislation that ends the use of cruel confinement systems, which Californians have already banned battery cages as of 2015. And then simple ways, you can always look to buy organic meats, or when you're buying eggs, always look on the container that says cage-free or free-roaming chickens, because obviously they're not the ones that are in the warehouses. Now I'll touch on the circus acts that are not treating their animals well. I found this information on pause.org, and it gave me facts like circus animals are confined virtually all of their lives in varying conditions. 96% of their lives are spent in chains or cages. 11 months of the year they're traveling over long distances in boxcars. And when allowed out, these animals are trained using extreme discipline such as whipping, hitting, poking, and shocking. And since the 1990s, circuses have been responsible for over 100 human injuries. Some ways to stop this is support local animal-free circuses such as the Moisture Festival or Born Free USA. Or you could write letters to sponsors that are sponsoring the circus and inform them of what's going on. Or just do not support them. You can always find something else to do than go to the circus. And then lastly, I'm going to inform you on the horrible, cruel topic known as puppy mills. I read on DoSomething.org the dogs from the pet stores are from puppy mills, which are large-scale dog breeding operations where profit is given, and they store animals in overcrowded, unsanitary conditions. The stores that you buy the dogs from in the mall lie and say that they don't get the dogs from puppy mills because they're using the USDA license breeders, but it's pretty easy to obtain that license, and usually the dogs end up having some sort of sickness. The USDA, there's rules to the puppy mills, and they have to be 6 inches longer width and height for other cages that the dogs can live in, so it's not really a lot of room for them to run like they should. But there are ways to stop it, and the biggest idea that people have to get puppy mills shut down are to stop buying products and dogs from stores or online that say they're USDA approved. And I got this information from ASPCA.com and NoPetStorePuppies.com. As you can see, there are terrible things happening to innocent animals around the world, but there's a chance for you to help it come to a stop by following my 4 points. Horses, chickens, circus animals, and dogs are just a few of the animals being affected with what they have to deal with, but we can prevent it. If everyone made a pact today that they would contribute their money not to horse-drawn carriages, only to buy cage-free eggs, and stop giving money to these inhumane businesses like circuses and the puppy mills, we as a whole can take these corporations out of business and save the lives of animals. It doesn't take much, but by following these simple steps, you could save a life of an innocent animal. Thank you.